Welcome to another drum lesson. I'm Nate Brown, and this drum lesson goes over what's called Feeling Out Ferrone from the August 2010 issue of Drum Magazine. So you'll need to have that in front of you on page 56, or you can print it out, but make sure you do have the music in front of you so you can follow along with what I'm saying. Steve Ferrone is perhaps most popular for being the drummer for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And these selections here are all from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. The second selection is First Flash of Freedom, and this is my favorite one of these selections. It's just a fun groove to play. I'm going to start by playing this all the way through at normal tempo, and then I'm going to slow it down and explain it to you. This selection is written in 6/4, and it has a triplet feel, like a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. This selection also has a pickup, and it starts in the a 1. I like to go back and forth between cymbals in this, and Steve Ferrone actually does it on the album. He goes back and forth between cymbals. Here it's written as one cymbal. You can go back and forth. You can play it on one cymbal. It's basically up to you and what you're feeling at the moment. The best way to learn this song, in my opinion, is to take it piece by piece. So get comfortable with a little bit of it, and then add a little bit more, and add a little bit more. When I started with a 1, 2, So I'm going to play that. A 1, 2, And again, I'm using 2 crashes. You can use 1. I start with the low, then I hit the ride, then the high. A 1, 2, I repeated that over and over. A 1, 2, until it was in my mind. The next part I added on was a 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Now I just count it 1, 2, a 4. A 1, 2, 4. A 1, 2, 4. And the next part will be a 5, So far we've got a 1, 2, a 4, a 5, A 1, 2, a 4, a 5, My sticking there, I have the low crash, 4, a 5. I do left, right, a 5, It opens it up for my left on the high crash. A 1, 2, a 4, a 5, Now there's a pattern here. When you're hitting the crash cymbals, you're also hitting the bass drum, and you're going to see that in a lot of music. It adds some meat to your crash. And then I added the of 6 and the 1 of the next count, so a 1. Altogether, the first measure there, including the pickup, and the 1 of the next measure. A 1, a 4, a 5, a 1. I'm going to slow it down. A 1, 2, a 4, a 5, a 1. And I can't stress enough, just take it chunk by chunk, a little bit at a time, and it really makes it a lot easier to learn and to memorize. On to the next measure, I ended on 1 with the low crash. 1, a 2, And I'm going to work on that over and over. 1, 2, 1, left, right, left. 1, 2, Then I'm going to add the 4, which is actually a 4 on the ride cymbal. A 4. 1, 2, a 4. And do that over and over. And when I did this, I added a 5, a 6, and a. That's how it's going to be counted. Now the 5 are 2 notes on the high tom, and they're written with parentheses around them. That means they're going to be quieter. They're ghost notes. A 5, a 6, and a. A 5, a 6, and a. I like to add a little feel to that. A 5, a 6, and a. Something, whatever you want to do. The second measure, slowly. 1, a 2, a 4, a 5, a 6, and a. And I'm going to show you the sticking there. A 5 is left, right, and then I go back to the left again. A 6, and a. Left, right, left, right, left, right. And that opens it up for the left-hand crash cymbal on the first count of the next measure. A 5, a 6, and a. I'm going to play the whole first line at normal tempo for you. The next line is pretty cool, kicks a cool groove. I'm going to play it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take it slower. 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6, a 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6. Third line. This is another one. We're moving around the kit a lot, and again, just like before, take it piece by piece. 1, 2, I start like this, left on the crash. 1, 2, Do that over and over. 1, 2, Then when I learned it, I added in the a 4, a 5, So you'll have 1, 2, A 4 is on the ride cymbal. A 4 and a bass drum of the second one. A 4, a 5, A 4, a 5, Do that whole first part there. 1, 2, a 4, a 5, And of course you can add the 1, a 1, which is on the ride. A 1. That whole part. 1, a 4, a 5, a 1. We ended on the 1 with the bass and the ride cymbal. Count 2 has a hi-hat with the foot, and it's hard to throw that hi-hat in, especially when you've been sitting on it the whole time. So take that and, just like with the other things, practice that piece over and over. 1, 2, 1, 2, Now throw in the chunk of a 4, which is a 4 on the ride and bass. A 4. So from the beginning there. 1, 2, 4. Then you can throw in a 5, which is 5, And count 6 is a quarter rest, which is kind of cool. There's a little break there, and then you hit a crash. I hit the low crash on count 1 of the next measure. I'm going to play line 2 into line 3 at normal tempo. Line 4 is back to a smooth groove there with a crash on 1. 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6. 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6. We'll do that again. 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6. 1, 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6. And you accent that second, a 6. The last line, line 5. Again, a lot of moving around the kit, so we'll take it piece by piece. Count 1, you're going to have a crash. 1, 2, I like to do that. 1, Next thing I added on was the 3, because the 3, again, is the hi-hat with the foot. And it's difficult to get that in when you've been sitting on it. So 1, 2, a 3. 1, 2, a 3. Then as usual, I'll add a 4, which is snare, and then ride and bass. 1, 2, a 3, a 4. 1, 2, a 3, a 4. And then the last chunk I'll throw in is a 5, a 5, Get that whole measure. 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, Again, a little slower. 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, The last measure starts with the crash. 1, a 2, Practice that. 1, a 2, And then you have 4, a 5, 4, a 5, I'll do it slowly. So I'll do it slowly. 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, a 5, Make sure you don't rush the 4. There is a quarter note there. Rest for all of 3, and I prevent myself rushing it by counting 3 and in between. 1, a 2, a 3, and 4, a 5, 1. And then it ends on the of 6, and just because it ends there, I like to just throw in a crash on count 1, crash and a bass. A 1. So last measure. 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, a 5, 1. All right, I'm going to play the whole thing over again for you at regular tempo. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, Feeling Out Ferrone. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Drum Magazine. You'll get new stuff, new music each month in your mailbox to practice. Keep drumming.